Guys, it is going down this weekend at UFC 292 as Sterling defends his belt against Suga Sean O'Malley. And my partners at DraftKings are offering an incredible deal for all new customers who sign up using my promo code Sonnen. New customers can bet just $5 on any of this weekend's fights and receive $150 in bonus bets instantly. You can even use your bonus bets on DraftKings same fight parlays for a shot at an even bigger payout. Combine multiple bets together from the same fight, including number of rounds and method of victory. Remember, DraftKings is the only place where you can bet same fight parlays. If sports betting is not yet available in your state, don't worry. You can still join in all the fun with DraftKings Daily Fantasy. So click on the link below and download the DraftKings Sportsbook app right now. Oh, I caught a press conference today with Sterling. Or at least I caught a recap of a press conference. It could have been done yesterday, but look, Sterling did it. Sterling's talking about O'Malley, and somebody asked him about O'Malley's it factor. Now, I don't really know in what context the it matter factors, unless I misunderstand an it factor. Like the whole term it factor was coined on something called American Idol by a rude British judge named Simon Cowell, who, if you happen to see him, tell him I'm doing well. And so we know what it factor is, but it has to do with star power. You know, you've got an it factor. I can't explain it. I can't put it into words. You can't prepare for it. You've either got it or you don't. The it factor. Does he have it? It's one of those things, like, I think that we understand that concept at least to a pretty high degree. All right, fine. So why Sterling would have to care if O'Malley is an it factor, I don't really know the context of, but I'm just trying to set the stage for you guys. I'm not judging the person that said it. I'm trying to get you to where I'm at. And Sterling responds and says, I don't care about it. I'm going to beat this guy up. I'm going to move on with my day. And there is something that is comedically entertaining from the condescending addition of move on with my day. Like, the line doesn't work. The bit doesn't work. We're not sitting here right now discussing this. If he just said, I'm going to go beat him up, I'm going to go finish him, I'm going to make it look easy. We're not here. Adding, I'm going to move on with my day, as though it's a nuisance, as though it's an inconvenience, as though it's just something that he has to get done, makes it work for me. And I had a guy do that to me, by the way. Actually do it to me, not just say it. I had a guy do it, Jeremy Horn. You ready to fight Jeremy Horn? There's a rules meeting. And the rules meeting is the day of the fight, right? So I'm in my room. I got my process for the day of the fight. He misses the rules meeting because he was playing a game of volleyball. And so it was one of these things where, like, the fight wasn't the first thing on his mind. And I will just tell you, like, it's a really interesting concept to find yourself in that spot. And I'm not saying that's what Aljo's doing. I'm saying that's what Aljo said he's doing. And I liked it. Now, I just want to go through another great line. And this might have been my favorite line ever in MMA for a period of time. And it almost went unnoticed. It was done by an up-and-coming young man out of Ireland who was a main eventer with star potential, but he wasn't a star yet. And it was done by somebody in the media that happened to have a camera. So, I mean, it's just this little thing. There's no audience. There's no crowd. It's not a TMC. It's nothing like this. It's just a solo act. The young man from Ireland is named Conor McGregor. He's got the bow tie on, about a $200 suit. Right, he got the sunglasses on. That was the main part of the gimmick. You remember this guy? You remember this Conor McGregor? And they ask him about Dustin Poirier. First time they're going to fight. And Conor McGregor says, I like him. He's a simple little hillbilly from a circus town. He seems like a nice kid. And the reporter just moves right on, and everybody just moves right on, and I hit rewind. It was the greatest line. He called him a simple hillbilly from a circus town. All right, that's gold. I mean, that is gold right there. And the number one line ever, and Ariel Helwani will accuse me of recency bias because it happened 2 weeks ago in Texas, but it was done by Nate Diaz. He comes face to face with Jake Paul. He takes the microphone one day before the fight and he says, "We have agreed to participate in a boxing event. We're not actually fighting because you can't actually fight." That is the greatest line in combat that I've ever heard. But it's got competition. I like those other two. I like the old one from Conor that a lot of you missed. I like the brand new one from Sterling.